our teams for today. And as we know, the slots here in the quarterfinals are super limited, and that's why teams want to join that party right now together. It is day 2 of the PVL play-in tournament right here in the PVL, the heart of volleyball.
We welcome you back inside the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City as we bring you the 2025 PVL All-Filipino Conference. It is day 2 of our play-in tournament, and for the Farm Fresh Foxies, for Jolina de la Cruz, today is going to be about redemption. But of course, standing in their way is Pauline Gaston and the red-hot CHERY Tiggo Crossovers, who are just one win away from barging into the quarterfinals. Our first offering for this beautiful Tuesday rather, we have the Farm Fresh Foxies versus the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers, and later on at 6:30 p.m. we have the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells versus the Signal HD Spikers. Now, before anything else, we gotta set the backdrop for this matchup ahead. So Sam, how are the teams coming into this game?
Well, definitely it's a do-or-die situation for these both teams. For Rachel Dakis right here and Farm Fresh, they want redemption. And as for the other side, for CHERY Tiggo and Risa Sato, they just want to continue their momentum. Of course, we know they are coming off a win, so they got to make it right now if they want to make it to the finals.
So there you have it. We cannot wait to see how these two teams will play today. And hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on the Pilipinas Live app on One Sports and One Sports Plus. My name is Billy Capistrano. Joining me, we have Miss Sam Corrales. Of course, you all know who she is. And breaking down the game for us is my partner over here, who I've also not seen for such a long time. We have Jamie La Victoria. And Jay, as we mentioned, it is day 2 of our play-in tournament. The stakes are getting higher, and this is going to be a very crucial match for both of these teams.
That's right. Well, these games today carry so much weight. Each point carries so much weight. That's why it's important that there's full focus between both squads. But Billy, before we dive deep and talk about the players, let's talk about what went down last week. Take a look at day 1 of the play-in tournament, and the 6 teams were split into 2 groups. Take a look. Group 1, the top team from each group will move on to the quarterfinals, which is a best of 3 series. The top team of Group 1 will claim that 7th seed and face the Petrogas Angels. As for Group 2, there you have CHERY Tiggo, Nexet, and the Farm Fresh Foxies. If CHERY Tiggo claims this win, they will be the 8th seed and face the Creamline Cool Smashers.
So there you have it. At sabi nga ni Sam a while ago, it is all about second chances here for the Farm Fresh Foxies. Again, they're looking to redeem themselves. They are looking to bounce back. On the other hand, for the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers, a lot of confidence coming into this match. Now, we talk about our 2 teams even further. We start things off with the Farm Fresh Foxies and their main gunner, Trisha Tubu, who is back and scored 22 big points against Akari.
That's right. Trisha has had limited playing time due to back spasms, but she is back and ready to go. She needs to lead by example in this match, showing consistency in attacking and also discipline in defense. A lot will be asked from her today, so let's see how Trisha will show up for the Foxies. There you have it, 23 points against Akari in their last match.
It is no secret that she has been that main offensive option here for the Farm Fresh Foxies. However, she cannot be doing everything alone, and that's why she's been getting that support from none other than Eliza Bertolano.
That's right, Eliza Bertolano had also limited playing time. It's very important for her to have complete concentration, and in her 13 points, actually 4 points came from lethal jump serves. Now, same as Trisha, Eliza also needs to provide points for the Foxies, and from start to finish, there needs to be laser focus. Now, the Foxies must go above and beyond and find a way to outsmart the tactics and strategies of the Crossovers.
You know what, Jay? Jamie, you were talking about tactics and, locking in. I got to speak to Coach Benson Bokbok of the Farm Fresh Foxies, and he said that they want redemption. They did something different specifically for this game today. Now, before coming into the venue this morning, they already had a quick team practice just to get some activations in so that they can be in the right frame of mind before they lock in for today's match against the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. And he's also still looking for that one thing. He has so many options in terms of the scorers. So he said that he's looking for the connection with the setters as well, Jamie and Billy.
So we can't wait to see, how Coach Benson Bokbok, how this strategy will work for the Farm Fresh Foxies and how it's going to pan out for them in this match today. Very crucial, of course. It's their first game here in the play-in tournament. All right, let's shift sides this time. We talk about the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers and two other standout players who have evolved to become some of the most dependable players here for the Crossovers. We have Shai Adorador, of course, and Ces Robles.
That's right, both players. We all know the capabilities of Ces Robles since the UAP. Her powerful swings, her smart plays have always boosted the offense of CHERY Tiggo. Now, as for Shaya, she has always been steady. Her off-speed attacks, digging, and also quick adjustments has helped the Crossovers come out victorious against the Nexa Chameleons.
And Jay, while Shaya and Ces, they have been playing to the best of their abilities, we cannot deny the fact that the main engine of their offense this whole conference has been Aragala, and she has been truly the heart and soul of this Crossovers team.
That's right, her veteran presence speaks volume, but it's not just her presence that is helping, it's the attacking. 15 points against the Nexa Chameleons, and she adds a lot of emotional comfort for the younger teams, and that is why CHERY has played as a collective unit in their last match. But just to remind everyone, if they win in today's match, they move on to the quarterfinals. So it's very important that from start to finish, they have that mindset in today's match.
Now, you know what, Jamie, you said, who else aside from Ara? Well, now I'm going to put the spotlight on Shaya Adorador, who came off the bench in their last game in that second set, really contributing on both ends of the floor. And for her, she really loves this CHERY Tiggo team. She said, kailangan na nilang ibuhos ang lahat because, again, it's do or die for them. I also checked in with Coach Norman Miguel, and I bring some updates on Jen Yerva. She won't be suiting up today. As we can see, she's in civilian clothes because she's feeling under the weather. But he did say that Karen Verdeflor really performed really well in practice, Jamie. So we want to get you guys involved also here in our conversation because the theme today is one more chance. We were talking about redemption and bouncing back. And so our Filipinas Live poll question for today is, which team will get more support from their supporting cast? Is it the Farm Fresh Foxies, the ladies in orange, or is it the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers, the ladies in red? Well, ladies, I think we're all set for today's match. If you want to join in the conversation, we also have a hashtag PVL 2025. With Jamie.
There you have it. The stage is finally set. When we come back, it's Farm Fresh versus CHERY Tiggo, only here on One Sports.
number 2, team captain Abby Maranyo.
Kung sa hayop, tigri talaga siya kasi palaban siya eh. Hindi siya yung taong sumusuko kaagad. Hi, Chang! Saludo sa'yo. Si Chang kasi kilala naman natin, palaban yan eh. And si Chang talaga, hindi yan sumusuko. Sa tagal niya ba naman sa volleyball? Si Chang na lang yung like, kakapitan mo. Pag nakita mo yung mukha niya, talagang palaban siya. Talagang madadala ka niya sa pitpitan ng game. Ang leadership style ni Chang is gusto niya pulido. Pag nakita niya isang player, gusto niya nakaayos kami, naka-ready kami, naka-stretch na kami para sa bola namin. And ayaw niya yung like pakalat-kalat, gusto niya talaga buo kami. Inside and outside the court, ang natutunan ko kay Chang is kung ano man yung problema mo outside, kailangan hindi mo dadalhin sa court. Tsaka kung ano man yung problema mo sa volleyball, kailangan pagdating sa labas, wala siya. Dapat marunong kang humandle kung ano man yung mga problema.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Phil Sports Arena, Pasig City, Philippines. This is match number 75 in the play-in tournament of the PVL All-Filipino Conference 2025 between the Farm Fresh Foxies and the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. And now let's meet our officials for this match. Our first referee is Angelo Hao, Asian International Referee Candidate. Our second referee is Mark Santos, National Referee. And now the starters. First for the Farm Fresh Foxies. Center from Adamson University, number 7, team captain Louis Romero. Outside spiker from the University of the Philippines, number 5, Eliza Bertolano. Outside spiker from De La Salle University, number 8, Jolina De La Cruz. Opposite hitter from Adamson, number 12, Trisha Tubu. Middle blocker also from Adamson, number 16, Riza Cruz. Middle blocker from Adamson, number 18, Honey Toring. Starting libero from the University of Perpetual Health System Delta, number 14, Chick Dionela. And coach for Farm Fresh is Benson Bokbok. And now the starters for the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. Outside spiker from the National University, number 1, Cesc Robles. Middle blocker also from NU, number 3, Risa Sato. Center also from NU, number 4, Jasmine Abor. Opposite hitter from De La Salle University, number 10, Ara Kalang. Middle blocker from the Ateneo de Manila University, number 22, Pauline Gaston. Outside spiker from the University of the East, number 23, Shaya Adorador. Starting libero from Adamson University, number 15, Karen Verdeflor. Head coach for CHERY Tiggo is Norman Miguel. The supervision and regulation of the game.
We have the starters on your screens for the Farm Fresh Foxies. You have Doreen Cruz, Tubu, Romero, Bertolano, De La Cruz, and Jack Junella. Their libero. On the other side this time, The starting lineup for the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers, we have Adorador, Sato, Galang, Nabor, Gaston, Robles, and Karen Verdeflor. Billy Capistrano here with Jamie La Victoria. We have Sam Corrales giving us all the latest from the sidelines. It's the Farm Fresh Foxies versus the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. And as we mentioned at the top of the coverage, Jay, this is going to be a very crucial match for both our teams.
That's right. If CHERY Tiggo wins this match today, they will get that 8th seed and play on the Creamline Cool Smashers in the quarterfinals, which is a best-of-3 series that already starts this Saturday. So every game, every point, I did mention this in the pregame, carries so much weight.
So here we go. Set number 1 underway. They go to Bertolano as Nabor will find Ces Robles from the left pin. That's going to sail outside for Ces. First point will go to the Farm Fresh Foxies.
Ces Robles trying to target that corner pocket of zone 1. Just a bit too much in that sequence.
Nabor goes to Sato for a quick one. One of the newest additions to this CHERY Tiggo squad. What can you say about how she's been adjusting to this team?
You know, Risa Sato, she's always had that energy. Aside from scoring points, this is what the crossovers need, especially when things don't go their way. They lean to Risa Sato. That was an quick attack coming from her.
And also with Risa, you love her personality.
Yes.
Always bringing the joy in any team that she joins. This one will go to CHERY Tiggo. However, we have the Foxies calling for a challenge here very early on here in our match today.
Ball in, ball out challenge called by the Farm Fresh Foxies.
And as also Jamie mentioned, right, for the CHERY Tiggo crossover, it's a very crucial match because if they win this game, automatically they will enter the quarterfinals. However, for Farm Fresh, this is our first game for the play-in tournament. As we take a look at the replay, so it was ball in for Farm Fresh. That will be a successful challenge for Coach Benson Bokbok and the rest of the Foxies. It's a good call from the coaching staff there.
You can see that the challenge was called early on. So let's see. It's only 1-1 so far.
Which means they also mean business here in this game today. Here comes Tubu from the back row. White shirts have it. And De La Cruz is blocked as we turn it over to Sam Corrales. Go ahead, Sam.
Billy and Jamie, this is not unfamiliar territory for CHERY Tiggo veteran Ara Galang. Now, she knows that this is a must-win situation, and that's why, sabi niya, despite the pressure, there has to be balance. She said, as they start this game, especially in the first set, kailangan medyo loose. They can't be too uptight because it's hard to play their game if they are too tense. As always, she says, focus must be on themselves, believe in their system, and believe in each other so they can continue this trip to the quarterfinals. Now, Billy and Jamie, what do you notice so far about, you know, their body language and competitiveness as we start the set? Back to you.
Well, you could see laser focus from start. From the first point, you can see that there's more communication, of course, on the Farm Fresh Foxies. But we are currently in a long rally, the longest rally so far of this match.
And again, very early on, too, in this game. And it is won by the Farm Fresh Foxies, care of Turing. As we take a look at this replay, what happened in that sequence.
That's a back quick attack. The block a bit late for the CHERY Tiggo crossovers, but good strategy coming from Louis Romero to activate the middle blockers and freeing up the wings.
So 1-point advantage here for the Foxies to start off our first set. Nabor to Gaston for a quick one. Nothing yet. Tubu adjusts and gets the point.
No, that's a tip in the back row coming from Trisha Tubu. Pauline Gaston not ready for that one. Take a look at this replay here with the help of the net as well. Good strategy coming from her. Switching speed in that one.
And also a bit of a lucky break there for Trisha Tubu. Well, she'll take it. And that's a service error, however for Turing.
No, that is what you do not want to do. If you are the Farm Fresh Foxies, you want to limit your unforced errors.
We have Ara Galang. She's been that main scorer here for CHERY Tiggo. She gets another one. The first one of the game, but another ace for her. One of the better servers as well for this Crossovers team.
That's right, targeting Elisa in that sequence. You see that serve almost just dropping in front of her.
We're all tied up at 4 apiece.
Ooh, what a spot.
And nobody there. And nobody there for CHERY Tiggo. That is Cruz.
That's a short running attack targeting zone 5. No urgency in that sequence by the defense of the Crossovers.
The bore.
It's a good set.
That was for Adorador. Dug up. Back set to Tubu.
Ooh, goodness. Going down the line, targeting Verdeflor in that one.
And this spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin', pasalubong ng bayan.
So much speed in that attack.
And we all know how explosive, right, Trisha Tubu is. And what's happening here on the side of the Crossovers, Jay?
I mean, they're very inconsistent so far in set number 1.
And timeout, CHERY Tiggo.
Wait lang. Iko-cover mo pa yung area na yon. O, sige, pag-usapan ka agad yan. And then, be aware uli na yung dating strategy, ginagawa strategy, yung dulo-dulong quick. Huwag kayong huminto lang. Galaw doon sa dalawang dulo. Naiintindihan? Nasa sistema naman yung galawan natin eh. Medyo aligaga lang tayo eh. Jazz, yung kanina medyo malambot lang yung bola. Huwag na tayong magulat doon. Kunin natin yun. Ha? Sipagan natin. Let's go!
Buhay pa talaga! Energy pa talaga! Let's go, guys! Let's go! Come on! CHERY!
No, Coach Norman Miguel expressing the attention to detail in that timeout. It's very important that the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers stay focused from start to finish, because if they win this match, they already have a ticket to the quarterfinals and they will be facing the Creamline Cool Smashers.
The thing is here with the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers, which we can see at this point, is that alertness that they're lacking. Also, De La Cruz tries, is denied. They go to Tubu. And the same thing is happening here for the Crossovers. As we take a look at this, costly error here for CHERY Tiggo. Nobody there for that ball. Farm Fresh leads 8-4.
Na-miss niyo ba yung game namin? Kung na-miss niyo, subscribe na to our YouTube channel. Subscribe na!
Arena Plus, Stakes Sports. We have Trisha Tubu, the comebacking Trisha Tubu, missed the last game of the preliminary round. Played limited minutes against the Creamline Cool Smashers. We have Cruz, we have Jasmine Abor as well from the Crossovers. Lucky for them, that's going to give them a little bit of time to kind of regroup. Service error for Farm Fresh.
It's a much needed side out for the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. In the past few sequences, no communication whatsoever, and a lot of balls dropping in the middle of the court.
No sense of urgency for the Crossovers. They need to shake it off. Here comes De La Cruz. Off the block. Starting again here for the Farm Fresh Foxies. It's been quite a journey here for Cholina.
Take a look at that attack, just targeting the hand of Cesc Robles. And the block was also a bit far from the net, coming from CHERY.
did not score anything in their previous match against Akari Jolina. But that's going to be a point for the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. Let's take a look at this.
So 1-2 play by their setter, Jasmine. Very deceiving 1-2 play.
And for CHERY Tiggo, they need to create more opportunities for themselves as well. It's a 3-point lead now for Farm Fresh. Gaston serving. They go to De La Cruz, dug up by Adorador. Here comes Ces Robles from the left pin. Great defense from the Foxies. But that is going to go to Trisha Tubu with 4 points now.
So that's the same problem in that previous sequence. Take a look at the location of the blockers. Very far from the net. Risa Sato not in the right spot. And lack of press as well in that block.
4-point lead for the Foxies, taking control of this first set. Not the best of passes there for CHERY Tiggo, but they make do.
Ces Robles, when CHERY Tiggo needs that immediate side out, you have to maximize Ces Robles just getting a touch on that block. Beautiful set coming from Bird the Floor. Take a look at that, just targeting the hand of Trisha.
Ces Robles averaging 12.9 points per game here in our All-Filipino Conference. Has been supporting Aragalang as well. Here she goes again. Another one for Ces Robles. Point number 2 for her.
Back-to-back points from Ces Robles. Take a look at this replay. Another bump set coming from Bird the Floor. Block late for the Farm Fresh Foxies.
And that's what you want to see from the crossovers, Jay. A lot of aggressiveness right off the bat. Combination play is gold for the Foxies.
You know, when you have a perfect pass, Louis Romero is able to execute plays like that.
And this spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin', pasalubong ng bayan. You have Tubu now with the hot hands. With 5 points under her belt. Aragalang dug up. Off the hands of a CHERY Tiggo blocker.
So quick rallies here for the Farm Fresh Foxies. And quick plays coming from their setter and Louis.
It's a 4-point push for the white shirts. Too much angle on the serve from Trisha Tubu. Momentum shifts again here to the side of CHERY Tiggo. But the question is, Jay, how are they going to capitalize on these little momentum shifts?
Well, they have to stay consistent. Louis has to maintain and stay that leader, being that leader for the Farm Fresh Foxies. So far, so good, as they are up by 3 points. That's a good set.
Galang to Adorador, challenging the blockers. They go to Toring, soft touch. Nabor, back set naman kay Galang.
What a spot.
That is a very sharp angle for Galang. Executed so wonderfully.
It's the veteran moves. Take a look at that twist targeting zone 2. This is what we were talking about in the pregame earlier. Her veteran presence speaks so much volume for the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers.
Romero will find Bertolano. Bird the Floor asking for space. Galang with a soft touch. Ball is still alive. Nabor finds Adorador. Again, that aggressiveness where we want to see from the red shirts.
Very steady play coming from Jasmine Nabor and Ces Robles just, excuse me, Chai Adorador finishing that off.
Timeout, Farm Fresh.
Lalagay lang natin dyan, lalagay natin dyan. Kasi katabi yung libero, minsan Adorador nandyan. Okay? So main goal natin nandoon. Tapos minsan masyado tayo malapit dito. Kunyari papunta dito, tubes kanina. So pwersahin lang muna natin to. Tapos mag-chain reaction na yung iba. Okay? Sige, one pass tayo.
Dito lang, cut tayo. Let's go! Farm Fresh!
The CHERY Tiggo Crossovers slowly creeping in here in set number 1. Farm Fresh just up by 1 point. Louis Romero, Taring, Jolina De La Cruz need to step up, especially in today's match, because like we've been saying, Billy, the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers, if they win this match, they move on to the quarterfinals.
So they definitely cannot pass up on this chance. They're just one win away from barging into the quarterfinals. However, for Farm Fresh, just starting their journey here in the play-in tournament. Nabor to Ara Galang again. Right on the money for Ara.
Earlier, she went for that sharp cross-court attack, but this time, switch direction. Beautiful set coming from Nabor, and went for that down the line, above that block of the Foxies. Good spot.
It is Trisha Tubu versus Aragalang as expected in our match day. We're all tied up at 12. Tubu at 5, Galang with 4, and that is going to be an unfortunate service error for Ces Robles.
No, CHERY earned that point earlier by Galang, but when it's followed by a misserve, an unforced error, you're unable to sustain your own momentum.
You cannot be doing that, especially in a game like this. But talking about service errors, one for Farm Fresh. We are tied again, this time at 13. We have Risa Sato on deck to serve for the red shirts. Romero finds De La Cruz. That hits the antenna.
De La Cruz trying to go for that down the line. Unfortunately, attacking the antenna in that sequence. Take a look at this replay here. Yep, touching the antenna in that one.
They go to Tubu from the back row. Nabor bump set to Adorador. Gets another one.
Shaya getting a touch on that block from the Farm Fresh Foxies. Beautiful dig as well. We haven't talked about the digging of Ces Robles. We've seen that ever since her UAP days. Very consistent in the back row.
They go to Turing for a quick one.
But is that outside?
Outside.
There will be a challenge call.
That's right. There is going to be a challenge called here by the Farm Fresh Foxies. And their second one of our first set.
It's a block touch challenge on the back quick.
And for those who just tuned in, after this game, we have another one at 6:30. It's going to be the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells taking on the Signal HD Spikers. So Signal also one win away from securing a spot in the quarterfinals. So that's going to be a very interesting match too. And we kept saying this throughout the whole conference. Yung play-in, yun yung exciting part ng conference natin. And it's crazy to think that so much volleyball has been played.
Yes.
And it will continue to be played in the next coming weeks here.
Now, we've been talking about this special format here for the PVL, the certain format with the play-in tournament. So, I mean, for the fans, Billy, don't lose hope just yet, because your favorite team still has a chance of reaching the quarterfinals.
And the past couple of weeks, we saw a lot of upsets too.
Yes.
A lot of upsets. As we take a look at this, our replay, was there block touch? There
is no block touch. So that is a clean attack going to the outside.
As the point stays with the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. We will be right back.
For CHERY Tiggo, 13 for Farm Fresh.
Bitin ba kayo sa games? Watch all the replays on PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
SB Finance ang BFF na malalapitan. We have BFFs watching this game as well. We have CHERY Tiggo versus the Farm Fresh Foxies. Happy Tuesday. Got it right this time. Happy Tuesday to all our volleyball fans as we enjoy this match. Second day of our play-in tournament. The CHERY Tiggo Crossovers at 16. We have Farm Fresh at 14. We have Turing on deck to serve for the white shirts.
Good receive.
Nabor, that's right. Here comes Aragalang. Denied.
Solid press on that block coming from the Farm Fresh Foxies.
And this block of the set is brought to you by East West Bank, the official bank of the PVL, All-Filipino Conference. A lot of fire on the side of the Foxies in this match today. 1 point lead for CHERY Tiggo. Not the best of passes here. Overpass actually giving a chance to the Farm Fresh. Romero will choose Jolina de la Cruz. Good defense, good hustle from CHERY Tiggo.
Shaya Adorador digging that one, but also attacking for that cross-court attack. Sets Robles with a bump set. Just breaking that broken block of the Farm Fresh Foxies.
And Shaya Adorador has been a huge help here also for Aragalang for the crossovers, averaging 7.1 points per game here. Quick one is dug up. They go to Tubo from the back. Nabor to Pauline Gaston.
Pauline with that shimmy.
I wish we had gotten that reaction from Pauline Gaston after that slide attack.
Going down the line. Also beautiful digging of Aragalang. There we go.
And that is a Pauline we know, who is also our colleague here. It's a 3-point lead for CHERY Tiggo. Shaya. They go to Tubu. They've been heavily relying on her. This time De La Cruz will try. Too much angle.
Right, she had the right idea of going for that cross-court attack. Too much juice in that sequence. But you can see right intent in that one.
But commend the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers here in the set number 1, Jamie, after trailing.
Yes.
They're now in the lead, really worked hard for every single point. Nagbabalik yung sense of urgency. Here comes De La Cruz again.
Good dig.
Adorador is denied. CHERY Tiggo has it. Shaya will try again. Still nothing. Galang sets up Shaya.
Ooh, net.
It's a near net touch.
The net touch from Shaya. She knew that one.
And it was pretty obvious as well. It's a 3-point lead.
Yep, scraping that net after her approach in that one.
Romero will serve as Jasmine will go to Galang, who is blocked.
That's a good set.
Good cover from Gaston. Nabor sends it over. Chance. White shirts. They go to Trisha Tubu. Puts it away.
The bullet coming from Trisha Tubu going down the line. I know that tandem of Louie and Trisha has been mastered ever since college. Take a look at that. Perfect spot in zone 5.
7 points now for Trisha Tubu to lead all scorers here in this match today. Bump set to Adorador. That is outside.
Right idea. No one in defense for the Farm Fresh Foxies, but that did sail outside.
There's going to be substitutions here for Coach Norman Miguel. Tapol and Bicar check in. It's a double sub. CHERY Tiggo holding on to a slim 1-point advantage. They go to Pauline, and that is money right there. And I've been hearing her. She's been asking for the ball.
And we can hear her in between the sequences. And that is what a spiker should be doing, Billy. Talking to your setter, Alina Bicar, going for that A-quick.
Because she knows that's what she can do.
Yes.
And there was no block in that one.
That's right. Romero will find Tubu. Good cover from the white shirts. And a point for Jolina de la Cruz after many, many attempts. That is her 4th point of the game.
You know, Jolina de la Cruz is very crucial in today's match. She will provide the support of Trisha Tubu, but take a look at that off-speed attack in that donut hole zone.
She will serve for Farm Fresh. That's a good serve. Bicar. Nobody there for Farm Fresh.
That's a lucky point, Billy.
That is the first point for Dapol.
Instant impact for this double sub. Alina with that reverse set. But lucky break for the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers.
2-point lead for CHERY Tiggo. Farm Fresh needs something good, but they are blocked. And Bertolano has been struggling here in set number 1. Still nothing from her, and she is the 2nd best scorer of the Farm Fresh Foxies.
And you're up against Risa Sato in that block. No coverage for the Foxies.
2 points for Sato. Here comes Gaston serving. Romero to Tubu. Oh, there's a violation, yep. Called on the CHERY Tiggo crossover. I believe that was Cesc Robles.
It's actually Risa Sato, I believe. Let's take a look at the replay.
At any rate, it is a CHERY Tiggo crossover, and the point will go to the Farm Fresh Foxies. They're down by 2 points. It's going down to the wire here in the first set. Bicar will find Cesc. Is denied.
Blocking on point at the right time for the Farm Fresh Foxies.
And with that, Coach Norman will call for time.
Tatakbuhan ngayon ang set niya. Huwag mo kasi bagalan yung motion mo. Umangat na nga yung set eh, di ba? Actually, pinapagawa natin yung match. Umangat siya. Number, bilisan mo yung contact mo sa bola. Naiintindihan. Tapos nawala na naman tayo sa coverage natin. Naiintindihan. Oh, listen. Kailangan maka-establish ng good block. Malamang kitubo na ipoporsyento yung atake dyan. Naiintindihan.
Go, CHERY! On top! Go!
Much needed side out for the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. Risa Sato. They need to regroup after that previous sequence. You have Za and Jen Nerva on your screens here.
As you all know, Zakarandang is out for the season due to the appendectomy that she had. And as Sam reported a while ago at the top of the coverage, Jen will not be playing today. There, the floor will be manning the defense for CHERY Tiggo. It says Robles.
Lucky break
here, yep.
Lucky break. Just getting a touch on that block from the Farm Fresh Foxies. Galang back in. Nabor back in. CHERY Tiggo just 2 points away of clinching set number 1.
And of course, they need the Aragalang present to close out this set. Ooh. And of course, Trisha Tubu has answers up her sleeve. Let's take a look at this.
What a powerful tip. In the same spot, that donut hole zone.
Just dunking.
Yes.
That ball to the other side. Crucial error here for CHERY Tiggo rather. It's a rotational fault for them.
Very crucial. 23 all.
As I've mentioned, we are going down to the wire. Here comes Aragalang off the hands of Trisha Tubu. So ironic at that.
That's the right strategy of Jasmine to go to the veteran spiker here in Galang. Take a look at that. Targeting that long ball. Targeting Trisha Tubu in that sequence.
CHERY Tiggo at set point, 24-23.
Good serve.
Bertolano with a push. We got some players on the floor. I believe everybody's okay. Checking on how everyone's doing. Well, there's going to be a challenge.
It's a foot fault challenge called by the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers.
So both teams really wanting a win today, and we can see it in the way that they've been playing. It was a pretty slow start at first, especially for CHERY Tiggo, but soon enough they were able to really play as one cohesive unit and turned out well for them, as they will call this foot fault challenge in that last sequence, I believe on Eliza Bertolano, if not mistaken.
Yes.
Take a look.
No, your whole foot,
right?
Yes. Has to touch the other side.
And you can see that her heel was still in
On
their
the line,
side. Yeah. So that's going to be an unsuccessful challenge here for Coach Norman and the rest of the coaching staff of CHERY Tiggo. Eliza Bertolano has been a quite outing for her here in the first set. She will serve. Nabor will find Ara. Red shirts have it. They go to Shaya. Great dig. Bertolano with a push. White shirts have it. De La Cruz adjusts. Still gets it to go.
Aragalang went for that sharp cross-court attack, but Louis Romero was able to make those in-game adjustments. Now take a look at this, an out-of-system play. No communication between the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers, and this has happened multiple times in just set number 1.
That's right, set point for Farm Fresh, and the tides have turned here. Nabor will go to Shaya Dorador. Ties this game.
That's a smart spot coming from Shaya, targeting zone 6. Take a look at this replay here. Beautiful set from Nabor.
And the Jets are turned on for both these teams. We are at the tail end of this first set. They go to Toring. Popped up. Nabor will find Galang. Soft touch. And Galang on fire here in this match with 6 points. And with that, of course, we got Coach Benson calling for time.
Nandito na si Robles. So lahat dito, itong area na to, yan ang target natin. Lahat, outside, middle, doon na pupunta.
Yes, coach.
Okay? So go ahead. Isang receive tayo.
Okay, pag-ready
tayo mga backroom
Go
players,
tayo,
ha?
short on. Go. Akin. Let's go! Abang pa.
Coach Benson giving the Farm Fresh Foxies specific instructions here. In that timeout, CHERY Tiggo up by 1. It's been a seesaw battle here, Billy, in set number 1.
Can go either way here. Scoreboard reads 26-25 in favor of the Crossovers. Here comes Risa Sato. Ooh! Very crucial service error. Way too short right off the bat. We're tied up again, 26-all.
And also the timing of the errors, the miscues, the misserves, unable to get that rhythm, talking about the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers.
8 deadlocks in our first set. We have La Rosa checking in for the first time today. She heads straight to the service line. She is a good server. Nabor will go to Ara. Great defense from Tubu. De La Cruz rolls it over. Ara again, soft touch. Better coverage for Farm Fresh. Jolina, nothing yet. It has been all Ara here. And nobody home for the Farm Fresh Foxies. And you gotta be alert, whenever Ara has that ball.
Yes.
She loves to do that.
Yes.
She loves to just change tempo mid-air.
The veteran moves coming from Galang.
Great decision-making by Galang. Another set point for the Crossovers. What is Farm Fresh going to do? That is exactly what.
Proper Proper strategy. Yep, proper strategy coming from Louis Romero in that sequence.
And they just keep extending this match. Beautiful play for the Farm Fresh Foxies to stay alive in the first. Nabor to Adorador. Getting that one to go.
It's not always about the powerful attacks, but the placements here. Take a look at this replay. Open pathway for Shai to attack.
A little too late for Delerio there. They go to De La Cruz.
Too low on that attack.
And with that, the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers, I believe. Oh, they will call.
It's a block touch challenge.
Check that is Jack Jonella on the court here for the Farm Fresh Foxies. And it is
it's a net fault challenge, actually.
So now we will wait and see what the final decision is. If this is unsuccessful, I believe CHERY Tiggo will take set number 1 in this extended, very extended first set. A lot of exchanges between both these squads.
But you got to give credit to both teams. Slow start actually for both squads, but so much is at stake with this match today. CHERY Tiggo wanting that ticket in the quarterfinals.
And a lot of fight as well for both these teams, which we have witnessed the past few sequences, taking a while to pull up the challenge. Again, if this is unsuccessful, the set will ultimately go to the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. And this is just the first set, Jay. Lots of volleyball to play in this game today.
It's a net fault challenge.
And I believe we will get to see that replay in just a couple of moments. Thank you for joining us on Filipinas Live, One Sports and One Sports Plus as we take a look at this.
It's a net fault. No. Net
clear
fault.
as day.
Yep.
That's going to be unsuccessful here for the Farm Fresh Foxies, which means the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers will get and take set number 1. It was a hard-fought set number 1 for both these squads. CHERY Tiggo prevails. We will be right back.
Player highlights, we got you covered. Subscribe now to the PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
And just like that, the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers take set number 1 from the Farm Fresh Foxies, 29-27 in 37 minutes of play. Billy Capistrano with Jamie La Victoria as we take a look at some of our set number 1 highlights. Jay, what can you say about these two teams? How did they perform in that first set? Sabi nga natin, it was a pretty close, actually a very close first set, but in the end, it was just CHERY Tiggo who overpowered the Foxies.
It came to the breaks of the game and CHERY Tiggo prevailing in those moments. Set number 1, slow start for both squads, but when CHERY Tiggo needed that side out, they did lead to Aragalang, their veteran spiker. But let's take a quick glance at set 1. 17 attacks for the Farm Fresh Foxies and 18 for the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. The gap not too far. Both teams had 2 blocks. Both teams each had 1 ace. But take a look at that. Farm Fresh having 1 more error on set number 1. But Billy, what's also not shown on our screens are the timing of the missed serves, the timing of the miscommunications. And that is actually what happened between both teams. The Farm Fresh Foxies also need a spark plug, I would say. You have Trisha Tubu helping in the scoring department, but there needs to be more activation coming from the middle blockers. And as for the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers, so far so good in terms of spreading out the offense, but let's see. That was a extended set number 1. Let's see who will get set number 2.
So the mindset of redemption continues here for the Farm Fresh Foxies after dropping that first set versus the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. And if you're CHERY Tiggo, you want to take and sustain that momentum all throughout this game. You have Jack Janela on your screens, one of the veterans of this Farm Fresh squad. Here we go, set number 2 as Jolene De La Cruz will prepare to serve for Farm Fresh, and that's a great way to start the second set. And it just dropped. The ball just dropped for De La Cruz.
That's a strong start for the Farm Fresh Foxies. Let's see if the defense here of CHERY Tiggo will make those in-game adjustments.
Good start here for the girls in white. De La Cruz will try to replicate. Another good serve for Jols.
It's a good set.
And that's going to be point number 1 for CHERY Tiggo.
That's a good set coming from Louis Romero. But in terms of execution on that attack of Eliza, a bit too short in that sequence. You can see she was still trying to go for that cross court. Good serve.
Here comes Trisha Tubu. They bump this one to Ara, rolls it over. Good defense from the Foxies. Bertolano challenging the blockers of the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers as we turn this one over to Sam Corrales.
Billy and Jamie, in that extended first set, we definitely saw a lot of aggressiveness, and somebody who looks like she is on a mission today is Trisha Tubu of the Farm Fresh Foxies. You know, I also covered their last game, and whenever I speak to her, it seems like her confidence is unshaken. As we know, she's trying to, you know, deal with an injury, but she's still trying to give 100%. Ngayon naman, doble daw yung grit niya. She wants to improve on her lapses, especially since in her last game, her efficiency wasn't of her normal number. Now, actually, before this set started, I saw collective effort from the Foxies in the huddle. I saw a lot of communication, and Jack Jonella even got the drawing board from coach and maybe drew up some plays just to remind everybody of their role today. So let's see if that can translate in this set. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Sam. As we did mention, Jack Junella is one of the veterans here for the Farm Fresh Foxies. So no surprise there that she was, you know, taking the lead in that timeout that kwento nga sa atin ni Sam.
Eliza going for that sharp cross-court attack in that sequence. Bump set by Jonella. What a spot. Good reaction as well coming from Shaya in that one.
1 point lead now for the Foxies as Jasmine Nabor goes to Ara, miscue for the crossovers.
Aragalang trying to go for that tip in zone 4, a bit too short in that sequence. That's the first combination play ran by Nabor in that one.
Tubu will serve. Nabor to Galang, much better execution.
You know, I like how Jasmine Nabor gave Galang another chance to redeem herself. She went for that tip, but this time went for that strong attack in the middle, targeting zone 1.
You have Risa Sato now, serving for the red shirts. Ring gets it off the block.
Lucky break for the Farm Fresh
I saw her reaction after as well. She was trying to follow where the ball was going to land. Luckily for her, sails outside off the hands of a CHERY Tiggo blocker. 2-point lead. Foxies. Ara wants to change that.
What a spot. Ara Galang always targeting the long ball attacks here. Also good receive coming from Shaya. And that's the set that she likes. The sets that are not too tight on the net and just put it up perfectly for her.
Regalo for Shaya Adorador. That is her 6th point of the match, and she's able to tie this game. We are at 5 apiece.
No, you do not want to be giving an overpass to the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers, and Shaya just taking advantage in that sequence.
9 points now for Ara Galang. Romero finds De La Cruz. Shaya's turn.
Shaya trying to go for that off-speed attack in that sequence.
And this block of the set is brought to you by East West Bank, the official bank of the PVL All-Filipino Conference. So far, so good. The blocking of Toring here for the Foxies, much needed in this match. Jasmine Nabor passes to Shaya. Bertolano from the back row. Cess Robles with a bomb.
This is her first point in the back row. Good strategy coming from Jasmine Nabor, says Robles. Another lethal attacker for the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers.
And she has always been that lethal attacker ever since her college days in the UAAP. Tied at 6-all. De La Cruz gets one for herself. 7 points for Jolina.
Going for that cross-court attack. Let's take a look at the location of the set of Louis. Verdicor almost getting that one.
And that is something that you do not want when you have the momentum on your side. That is a service error, uncharacteristic from Louis Romero. That is her 2nd service error of the match. Tied again at 7. Couple of deadlocks piling up here for both these squads. Here comes Pauline Gaston. Louis to Trisha Tubu. Cess was waiting for that one. They go to Cruz. Right on the money for Riza Cruz, and right now Farm Fresh with a slim 1-point lead. As we take a look at this verse, much needed from It is the Farm Fresh Foxies playing their first game of the play-in tournament versus the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. We got Eliza Bertolano, second best scorer in their team, next to Trisha Tubu. We got Risa Sato, of course, newest addition for the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers squad. And Risa Cruz, who scored the point before that technical timeout. Farm Fresh holding on to a very slim 1-point lead. Jasmine Abor finds Cess Robles from the left pin.
They're touching that one. Nope. That does.
They're called outside.
Yep. That does sail outside.
De La Cruz now at 7 points off 5 attacks, 1 block and 1 ace in this match today. She will serve. Nabor to Cess. Bertolano powers through again. And also that has been effective for her in this match, Jamie.
Also breaking that block of the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers.
And with that, Coach Norman will call for time.
High ball. Timing, count. 1, 2, 3, then jump. Okay, ang nangyayari, pag pumapalo na, pababa na tayo sa block. Diba? Okay.
May pasa, dahil pag
Pero hindi naman eh, pag nandito siguro, palakad eh. Bata mo na.
Both coaches, Coach Kung Fu and Coach Norman Miguel, having to talk to Jasmine Nabor, their setter. Probably specific instructions in terms of the strategy on who to set, when to set.
It's a 3-point advantage for the Farm Fresh Foxies here early on in our second set. We have De La Cruz continuing to serve. A bunch of good serves from her. The white shirts have it.
Ooh, that's too tight.
Way too tight. Ball is still alive. They go to Risa Cruz.
Risa Cruz with that beautiful A-quick attack. Take a look at this replay here. Beautiful setup. No block found for CHERY Tiggo.
And Risa Cruz, the third best scorer for the Farm Fresh Foxies, averaging 7.3 points per game. Integral part here, playing a key role for the Foxies as Galang will overcook that one. Too much power, sails outside.
Right idea, but a lack of wrist action in that sequence.
It's a widening gap here for the Farm Fresh Foxies. CHERY Tiggo needs to come up with a good swing. They need to come up with a good play. But first, a good pass. Nabor will go to Rodriguez. Great defense by the white shirts. Nabor to Cess Robles.
It's a combination play ran by Jasmine Nabor in that sequence. Take a look at this replay here. Having Cess go right behind her. Perfect spot, zone 5.
They cut it down to a 4-point lead. Nabor serves. Romero backs it to Tubu. Another dunk from Trisha Tubu.
Those are actually very difficult to dig.
And this spike of the set is brought to you by Duncan, pasalubong ng bayan.
That's a power tip coming from her. Too fast to react.
Cruz will serve. They bump this one to Ara. She's waiting for it. Chance. They go to Tubu. Straight to the hands of Shaya. Ara again. This time she's blocked. What a reaction coming from Trisha Tubu.
All smiles for the Farm Fresh Foxies. Synchronized block between Trisha in that one. Perfect press.
And Farm Fresh looking like they are taking control of this second set. That's a miscue. They make do and still get the point.
The set was a bit too off for Seth in that sequence, but she was able to use her left hand. Let's take a look at that replay. Adjusting on that B quick attack.
Just using the tips of her fingers, I believe, just to kind of get that point, send the ball over. Romero. Hahanapin si Tubo again. Another one.
Very difficult to receive that power tip or power dunk coming from Trisha Tubo. Right strategy coming from Louie because she's now in the back row. She was able to maximize Trisha in the front row.
That's 2 in a row for Trisha Tubo with that kind of attack. Bertolano denied. Good cover from Jonella. That's going to be another one here for Jolina De La Cruz. It is her 8th point of the game. Farm Fresh leading 16-9.
Bitin na kaya sa games? Watch all the replays on PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
UAAP Season 87 Volleyball is live and exclusive here on Signal. Watch it all live on the UAAP Varsity Channel, One Sports and Pilipinas Live, because legends start here. Later on, after this match, of course, we have the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells taking on the Signal HD Spikers. That's going to be a very interesting matchup as well. We have Signal already won their first match in the play-in tournament. Another win will secure their spot in the quarterfinals. The same situation as the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. That's going to be a point for Shaya Adorador.
Now it's crunch time now for the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. They were able to get set number 1, but now they are down by 6 points. Seth starting for the first time in set number 2. So far, so good. Oops, I jinxed it.
Except for that serve, which sails out for Seth Rodriguez. Now it's a 7-point lead for Farm Fresh. And they definitely have that fighting chance here. Bertolano will serve. That's another good serve for the Foxies. They go to Toring, sent back. Jasmine Nobor goes to Pauline. Good cover from Tubu. Here comes Jolina. And that is point number 9 for Jolina De La Cruz. And she is having herself a game here today, Jamie.
That's right, Billy. Take a look at this replay here. Out of system play and just targeting that hand of Pauline Gaston in that sequence. A lack of press in that block coming from the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers.
A little too tight.
That's too low.
They go for that push. Chance for the red shirts. Adorador is denied. Galang. Another miscue. White shirts have it. They go to Bertolano. Toring will try. Still unsuccessful here. Galang. Straight to the hands of Tubu. Good dig. They go to De La Cruz with a drop. Good coverage. Adorador. That is inside for Shaya.
That's the correct bump set, I would say, coming from the floor. All the players were crunched on the right side because of Galang, but this time, coming from the left pin, Adorador, able to make a way. No smiles coming from her.
8 points now for Shaya Adorador. We have Alina Bicar checking in for Jasmine Abor. Straight to the service line she goes. Her team down here in our second set. And a quick one from Turing. So we'll extend the lead even further.
Quick side outs coming from Turing. A quick attack coming from her. Perfect spot.
It's an 8-point advantage for Farm Fresh, Jamie. And things are going well for the white shirts. But again, you know, the quick attacks of Pauline, they have been working for CHERY Tiggo. This is her third one, same attack.
You know, and this is what Alina Bicar, Jasmine Nabor need to do more of. They need to set Pauline a bit more just to free up the wings, because Aragalang is heavily guarded on the right pin, and also Shaya coming from the left. So this is what the setters need to understand. They need to spread out the offense evenly.
The offense has been getting a bit predictable. That's why they need more players to be stepping up, like that ball.
It's a double sub coming from Alina Bicar and Dapol. Instant impact. Bump set coming from Bicar, but a broken block for the Farm Fresh Foxies.
Second point of the game. De La Cruz getting aggressive here.
Smart plays coming from Louis Romero. Jelena De La Cruz does have the hot hands here. That's a broken block from Gaston.
Using the hands of the blockers, or the hand of the blocker here. Ces Robles from the left. Dug up. Tubu. There goes another one from Trisha Tubu. Kind of like she's just swatting the ball, right? Coach Norman has had enough. He'll call for a timeout.
Oy, alam mo pa ulit-ulit, ha? Kanina pa yan. Bibigay kay Tubo. Okay. Sige, wala nang problema dito sa block dito. Ito na ang problema. Pinupush na lang niya na mabilis sa gitna. Nandito lahat naman kayo. Diba? Ano ba naman yung isang movement na lang, isugurin nyo lang lahat siya pag sinet sa kanya para mabilis na power tip na maangat lang natin. Hindi na siya pumapalo. Ginagano na lang naman niya sa gitna eh.
Sorry!
The Farm Fresh Foxies just 4 points away of getting set number 2. But Billy, we were talking about the attacks here of Trisha Tubu, the power attacks. You can see that Shaya Adorador was actually awaiting for the attack, but she was moving as Trisha was attacking. So with attacks like that, you need to stay stable, on your toes. You can't move too much.
What about that attack this time coming from Riza Cruz? I mean, the Farm Fresh Foxies really were able to bounce back from that set number 1, showing us what they're really capable of here in the second set, as Abby Maraño makes her first appearance in this match. Might be a good adjustment here for Coach Norman. We will see. Abby, topped up by Jonella. De La Cruz is denied. Good cover from Romero. They bump this one to Tubu. Maraño. Chance for the white shirts. They go to Jelena, rolls it over. Tubu. That's gonna be a point for Trisha Tubu. 15 big points for her. We're only in the second set.
And to think that she had limited playing times due to back spasms, but yes, she is back. Take a look at that attack. Too much power, too much speed.
And that drops in. And for Karen Verdeflor, I thought she had that notion that the ball was going out right in front of Coach Norman Miguel as well. We have to watch this again.
presence of mind, court awareness. These are key factors that CHERY Tiggo needs to take into consideration here.
Well, that was a good save for CHERY Tiggo. Set point na ang Farm Fresh Foxies. They go, miscue. Ball still live. CHERY Tiggo has that chance. They go to Dapol with a push. Tubu. Not this time. That's outside.
Lucky break for the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers, but so far so good for the Farm Fresh Foxies. But Coach Benson will call a challenge in that sequence, ball in, ball out challenge. That's the on the attack of Trisha in that sequence.
But it is a 10-point advantage here for the Farm Fresh Foxies. A pretty tough hill to climb for the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. What went wrong along the way here for the red shirts, Jane?
Well, the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers, take a look at the first of that video challenge. That attack does sail outside, but for CHERY Tiggo, they need to maximize the middle blockers. There needs to be better communication coming from them, because as for the Farm Fresh Foxies, you could see that laser focus. They are very attentive. They are alert. The middle blockers are activated.
And everyone just playing their game, simply put. Here we go, Trisha Tubu. Nothing yet. Bicar will go to Cesc Robles. Powering through. Tubu again. Popped up. Dapol. And they're still alive here in the second set.
This time coming from the right pin, Dapol able to make a difference here. Take a look at that, just touching the hand of Tubu.
Farm Fresh, timeout.
Ito shoot. Kaliwete to eh.
Sayang yan nun, coach.
Ayaw mo? O sige, go. Habol ka? O sige, go. Tuloy lang natin. Ano?
Sige na, try ko.
Ito? Ito ah. O, dito ka. Sige, subukan mo. Subukan mo. Sige, go. Kaliwete. Okay, doon ka sa 5. Ha? Nakakapasa naman tayo. Isang pasa lang.
Let's go! Let's go!
Go, Awa.
Hey! Let's go!
We're seeing a better performance in set number 2 from the Farm Fresh Foxies. That girl, Trisha Tubu, has had such a consistent performance so far.
If Ara is the heart and soul of this CHERY Tiggo team, Tubu is that machine here for this Farm Fresh Foxy squad. They need something good. They go to Dapol. And that is outside for Dapol. But they're going to challenge this one. Of course they will. They're going to call for a block touch. But from your vantage point, Jamie,
it did look like it sailed outside, but let's wait for the video challenge. It's a block touch challenge.
But if this is unsuccessful for CHERY Tiggo, the Farm Fresh Foxies will go ahead and take this second set from the red shirts. And clear as day, there was absolutely no block touch. We are tied 1 set apiece as Farm Fresh Foxies take set number 2 from the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. We will be right back.
Player highlights, we got you covered. Subscribe now to the PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
Tiggo Crossovers, a lack of communication in between rallies, and in terms of the attacks, there needs to be more attacks coming from the middle blockers. Pauline Gaston, Seth, Abby Marano need to provide more points, and that is for the setters' job to do. But set 2 stats here, huge difference in set number 1 in terms of attack points coming from the Farm Fresh Foxies. 17 coming from them and only 11 for the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. Take a look at that. 2 blocks coming from Farm Fresh and 1 ace coming from the Foxies. But what they need to do, this is talking about the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers, what they need to do in set number 3, activation of the middle blockers, because Aragalang, Shaya Dorador are heavily guarded already. There's a double block coming from them, and whoever's setting, Jasmine Nabor or Alina Bekar, they need to activate and provide more points coming from the middle blockers.
And there has to be more variety in terms of the offense for the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers as compared to what we have seen, Jay, from the Farm Fresh Foxies. We see Riza Cruz, we have Jolina De La Cruz, we also have Trisha Tubol and Toring doing wonders for this squad. And that's the same thing you want to see here from the Crossovers team, because you know that Pauline Gaston, she can perform those slide attacks, right? The best of her abilities. She has 3 points right now. We've seen her asking for the ball as well a couple of times. So we will try to kind of figure out here what adjustments CHERY Tiggo needs to do if they want to take this set number 3 from the red hot Farm Fresh Foxies. Yeah, Shaya Adorador has been playing really well also here for Coach Norman Miguel, but let's not forget Jolina De La Cruz with 10 points. And how about Toring as well, contributing with 5 of her own. Here we go. Set number 3. It is day 2 of our play-in tournament here in the 2025 PVL All-Filipino Conference. Billy Capistrano with Jamie La Victoria and Sam Corrales giving us all the insider info. They go to Tubu, but it is sent back here. The white shirts have it. They go to Bertolano. Denied. Tubu is blocked. Great blocking to start us off. De La Cruz from the back row. Good cover for CHERY Tiggo. They choose Toring. Blocking on point for the crossovers. De La Cruz rolls it to the other side. But that is going to be too strong for Ces Robles. But great effort here for CHERY Tiggo. Defense was very good to start off the 3rd set.
Long rally and just set number 3. Just that first point for the Farm Fresh Foxies. But Ces Robles trying to target that hand of the blockers of Farm Fresh Foxies.
They go to Rodriguez. And that's what we mean about activating, right? The middle blockers. Trust in your middle blockers and they will deliver.
So a quick attack coming from Seth. Alina Bakar knowing and understanding that she has to activate the middle blockers here to give space for the wing spikers here.
Not the best of passes. They will make do. Bertolano.
Going for that down the line, just touching that block of the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers.
That was already an out-of-system play here for the Farm Fresh Foxies, but that's how they adjust. Bertolano will serve. It's a good one. They go to Adorador. 1-2 play is no good. Nandun si Nunag. And of course, you have Aragala as we turn this one over to Sam Corrales. Go ahead, Sam.
Billy and Jamie, we saw how the tide shifted quickly in this match. Of course, the first set was an extended set, and in that last set, we just saw the absolute dominance of Farm Fresh. So I checked in with the crossovers. Coach Norman Miguel wants to see the same energy from their first meeting of the 2 teams. Ces Robles said that they did focus on defense and ball control. Kailangan daw talagang malabas yung I quote, totoong laro nila. And that calls for more communication and organization inside the court. I actually heard the coaches, just uplift them and remind them na confidence lang, and, Chang Abby leading the pack here, trying to uplift the team. So let's see if they can get their momentum back here. Back to you.
Thanks for that report, Sam. And we did see, the mood dampen a little bit here for the crossovers, especially in that second set. Much better now here in the third, as Rodriguez will serve. Ooh, that was Loring. With another quick attack for her. Point number 6 for the middle blocker.
I saw that coming here. Take a look at that. Open block for the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. Louis Romero just allowing her spikers to shine, especially in that sequence.
And right in the middle of the blockers as well. You're at 3-all. That's an overpass. Good cover from Romero. They go to De La Cruz. Popped up by Nunag. Back set to Aragalang. Great defense and scrappy plays here for the Farm Fresh Foxies. Aragalang combination play is good.
Right strategy for the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. Alina Bicar having her spikers move in that sequence.
And this spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin', pasalubong ng bayan. 1-point lead for CHERY Tiggo now, as Romero will choose Jolina from the left pin. Ara. It's still alive, and the chance here for the red shirts. They will choose Shaya. A little too late for Eliza Bertolano.
This mindset of the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers, Coach Norman having them go back and regroup and have that same mindset from set number 1, and they are doing just fine so far. Shaya Adorador going for that down the line.
Finally, something happening here for the crossovers, as Romero will send this one to Tubu. Bicar. That was Cesc Robles. Teresa Cruz, 5th point of the game, but also, Jamie, you like the effort, right?
Yes.
That you're seeing from both these teams. We haven't seen a lot of scrappy plays from the two of them. But that just goes to show how much this game means to these players.
Quick reactions between both squads here. Ooh.
That is no good. Ooh, lucky break for Alina Bicar.
You could see a completely different CHERY Tiggo in set number 3. More alert, more urgent in this set.
It's a 2-point lead for the crossovers. Farm Fresh, they need a good swing.
That's too tight.
Way too tight. Gives that opportunity for the crossovers now. There's going to be a challenge called by Coach Benson Bokbok. Because right now, it seems like the crossovers have figured out exactly what they need to do. It's a net fault challenge called against a crossover. I want to thank everyone for joining us on Filipinos Live 1 Sports and 1 Sports Plus. We have Zeus Coffee versus Signal HE Spikers after this. That's going to be a good match as well. And we have seen a lot of upsets here in the PVL. It's been a long conference. We love all the volleyball that we've been witnessing. Let's take a look at this. Was there a net fault?
No net fault.
Clearly nothing.
Yep.
That's going to be an unsuccessful challenge for Coach Benson Bokbok and the rest of the Farm Fresh Foxies. Point will remain with the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. They are 3 points ahead. Tubu. I love that hang time. You can see her like floating in the air.
I mean, we haven't talked about her so far in set number 3, but take a look at that down the line. And that is her first attack coming from the left pin.
10 points now for De La Cruz. Ces Robles is blocked. But she'll try again. A little too tight.
What a set.
But still a point.
What a set coming from Louis Romero. Almost falling in that sequence. Beautiful execution. Be quick attack on Riza Cruz, targeting zone 5.
Farm Fresh now within arm's reach. They're down by 1. Easy over. Bertolano. Dug up by Nunag. Robles adjusts. What a dig from Jonella. And Adorador extends the lead.
You know, when you look at CHERY Tiggo, you have a lot of options, a lot of lethal attackers.
CHERY Tiggo at 8, Farm Fresh at 6.
Na-miss niyo ba yung game namin? Kung na-miss niyo, subscribe na to our YouTube channel. Subscribe na!
There you have Aliyah Torres and Bea Bonifev, the Cream High Cool Smashers. KKD and Majoy Baron, loving the PVL action today. The BFFs. CHERY Tiggo having a strong start here in set number 3. Aragalang being one of the veteran spikers. Alina Becar, Riza Cruz. Abby Marano up to serve. Attack by going down the line. Ces Robles. Riza Cruz. Free ball. What a set coming from Louis to Trisha. Back row attack coming from Galang. And that goes for that sharp cross-court attack in Elisa Bertolano. We have another substitution here, Dapol in. Let's take a look at this replay here. What a spot coming from her. No urgency on the defense coming from CHERY Tiggo. Riza Cruz up to serve. Shaya. Alina goes to Dapol. Aragalang free balls it over. Bump set coming from Riza to Tubu. Ooh. What an attack coming from Trisha Tubu. Already with 17 points in this match. Norman Miguel having to exhale after that sequence. But there has not been any adjustments so far on the attacks of Trisha Tubu. Miss serve coming from Riza Cruz, scores 8-9. CHERY up by 1. Alina Becar up to serve.
It's a 1-point lead for the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. They go to Trisha Tubu and she is blocked. And this block of of the set is brought to you by East West Bank, the official bank of the PVL All-Filipino Conference. Great blocking here being shown by Seth Rodriguez.
Ooh, nice block.
Chance here for the red shirts, and they will choose Aragalang, of course.
Veteran moves coming from Galang. All know her capabilities.
As we take a look at this one last time, Aragalang, the veteran, making waves here in the PVL. Farm Fresh, timeout.
Kasi tatlo naman kayo doon eh. Kukuha niya. Basta konektado lahat. Konektado lahat. Kasi pag na-counter yun, mabubuhay lalo, malayo yung score nila. Dahil ka maputol kagad na.
Let's go! Farm Fresh!
The Farm Fresh Foxies down by 3 points here in set number 3. Louis Romero having a lot of lethal attackers here, but the momentum, Billy, I would say, is on the side of the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers.
Much better performance for the Crossovers compared to that second set, but nobody there for CHERY Tiggo, which allows Bertolano to score one for herself. 7 points for Bertolano after a slow start for her in the first.
You know, that sequence, the defensive pattern of CHERY Tiggo, there's an open space, a miscue between Galang. Coach Norman Miguel not too happy with what he's seeing so far.
Galang rolls it over. Oh, it's going to be a point for the Crossovers. Violation called on Farm Fresh.
On the attack of Toring.
That's Dapol on deck to serve for the red shirts. 3-point lead for CHERY Tiggo. De La Cruz from the back row. Galang from the right. They pass this one to De La Cruz again. She's blocked. Toring Stern. The violation, net touch. Called on Seth Rodriguez.
Take a look at this replay here. Seth, actually, yep, touching the top of the tape in that sequence.
It is 10 serving 12. Combination play, which has been working so well here for the Crossovers whenever they do get that chance to execute it.
Good receive coming from Dapol. Perfect setup coming from Alina Becar.
Sabi mo nga kanina, Jamie, when they have that good pass, that good receive, it makes the setter's life so much easier.
Yes.
Tubu from the back row. They're gonna chase this one. It is still alive. A chance for Farm Fresh as they set up Jolina De La Cruz.
That's a combination play by Louis Romero. A much faster set to Jolina De La Cruz. Take a look at that. Avoiding that ball of the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers, targeting Seth in that one.
With a sharper angle there for Jolina De La Cruz. 2-point lead for CHERY Tiggo. Finally, we have Abby Maraño. That is her first point of the ball game.
A quick attack coming from her. Perfect receive as well. Take a look at that. Cruz late in that block.
Abby Maraño with her famous clips in her hair since her college days. 3-point lead. CHERY Tiggo, not for long, says Riza Cruz.
Already with 7 points. A quick side out coming from the Foxies. A short running attack on that one, just targeting that block of the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers.
And she has been playing so well here for the Foxies in today's match. They go to Abby Maraño again. Second straight point for Maraño.
That is 2 for 2 for Abi. Take a look at this replay here. Alina Vicar activating the middle blockers here in set number 3.
And that's what you were thinking about, right? During the second set, if they were going to do just that here in the third. Another point for CHERY Tiggo, care of Shaya Adorador.
Shaya already with 11 points here.
That is a good serve from Adorador. We will be right back.
Bitin na kayo sa games? Watch all the replays on PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
SB Finance, ang BFF na malalapitan. Of course, we appreciate all our volleyball fans for coming out here today to Phil Sports Arena to witness these two teams battle it out. As Trisha Tubu welcomes us back with another dunk. 18 points for Tubu. Farm Fresh trying to play catch-up here in the third set. De La Cruz will serve for the white shirts.
Good serve.
Abby was asking for it. That's what you get when you give your middle blockers a chance when they ask for the ball.
Going for that running attack, her classic ever since. One-on-one block against Elisa. And this is what CHERY Tiggo lacked in set number 2. The activation of the middle blockers. They do need that veteran presence along with Galang.
And we love that confidence coming from Abi, the team captain. De La Cruz. This time 2 crossovers, namely Adorador and Maraño, trying to dig the attack.
The back row attack coming from Jelena De La Cruz. In between Shaya.
And of course, former teammates, right? Jelena De La Cruz and Abby Maraño. 3-point lead, CHERY Tiggo. Overpass.
Ooh, good up.
Dapol. Tubu.
Going for the cross-court attack. Finding that clear pathway, avoiding the block of the CHERY Tiggo crossovers. Let's take a look at this replay here. Yep, what a spot. Benefits of being a lefty, you can go in multiple angles, cross down the line.
There's a service ace. And with that, Farm Fresh is just down by 1. CHERY Tiggo will call for a timeout.
Kaya Tubo, iwan mo na yung line. Ngayon medyo natatouch na yung iwan mo na yung line, natatouch naman na yung block sa kanya eh. Yan. Let's go. Pasa muna.
Let's go, CHERY!
The Farm Fresh Foxies just down by 1 point in set number 3. Better execution in terms of offense coming from the Farm Fresh Foxies. Louis Romero spreading out the offense evenly. Eliza on the left, and you also have Trisha in the front row. This is a strong rotation for the Farm Fresh Foxies.
So time to capitalize on it. 1 point lead for CHERY Tiggo. Alina Becar will choose Dapol. They're able to set it over. Quick thinking from Tubu. Here comes Dapol again, challenging the blockers of the Foxies. Bertolano from the left pin.
Bertolano, what a lethal attack. So much power, so much speed. And Billy, she's not the tallest of attackers, right? But she's able to make a way, open block in between set in that sequence.
And they tie this game. We are at 17 all. Riza Cruz will serve. Dapol, they've been going to her ups for the drop. Romero to Tubu. Popped up by Nunag. Chance here for Farm Fresh. And they go to Toring.
Everything just working in the favor of the Farm Fresh Foxies, from the passing, the receiving. Take a look at that. Having the blockers of CHERY move. This is all the strategies coming from Trisha, Tubu, but Cesc Robles now fielded in once again for the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers.
Rodriguez. That is her 4th point of the game and contributing when it matters the most here for CHERY Tiggo.
What a spot targeting the donut hole zone of the Farm Fresh Foxies. Good spot coming from Seth.
Louis will go to the ring again. That connection has been gold, but take a look. Good effort though. As I say, take a look at that save by Nunag. Yep. Hindi lang naitaas.
Yes.
They weren't able to set it over the second time around. But great effort from the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. However, as I was saying, great connection from Toring and Romero, which has started in their Adamson days, has carried over here to the pros. Galang, nobody there. Farm Fresh.
Jet Janela looking at Jelena De La Cruz. Jelena not in the right defensive position, awaiting for the down the line. But that is what is happening for the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers, outsmarting the defense of the Foxies.
We're tied again, 19 all. Toring. Another one from Toring. That is point number 9. For the middle blocker.
Seesaw battle in set number 3. Activations from the middle blockers on both sides. But good efforts coming from the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers in that sequence.
And you like what you're seeing from the Farm Fresh Foxies. A lot of fight again here in the 3rd set.
Good serve.
Adorador will try. She is unsuccessful. They go to Toring. Right on the money for Lorene Toring. 10 points. Take a look at this beautiful play executed so perfectly by Lorene Toring.
Basta itataas lang yung kamay, ha? Dalawang sunod-sunod na eh. Let's go, tara! Ngayon, pag nasusungkit naman sa ilalim, try natin habulin pa rin yung pangalawa. Sayang eh, ha?
Okay, dalawa lang yan. Sige, babawin natin to. Let's go, CHERY!
The Farm Fresh Foxies activating the middle blockers. Quick plays, quick reactions coming from them. It's the CHERY Tiggo block. That's a bit late as well. Louis Romero forcing the blockers of CHERY Tiggo to move, outsmarting the defense as well. That is a sign of a good setter. That is I am talking about Louis Romero.
Adorador, it is sent back. Ara has been a little quiet here. De La Cruz is denied.
Much needed block, much needed side out for the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. Synchronized block coming from Ara and Seth in that one. Good press.
It is 20 serving 21. Seth Rodriguez will serve for the Crossovers as Romero will set up Tubu from the back row. Trisha Tubu. Adorador.
What a spot coming from Shaya. I always say this, it's not about power, but placement. Take a look at that, gently placing it and guiding it in zone number 1.
Another deadlock, 21 for both our squads. 5 points now for Seth Rodriguez coming off the bench here for Coach Norman. Toring, not this time. Adorador, dug up. De La Cruz. And Abby Maraño muscling her way through. What an attack from the team captain, Chang Abby Maraño. And a good set as well. And look at that reaction. Farm Fresh timeout.
Mahiwala ito, 2 tao pa rin na dito eh. Nakuha. Tapos dito na lang isa. Tingnan mo, tawagin mo kaagad kung sino mo bibigyan para ready yung mga back row. Eh, huwag yung bibigyan. Basta. Di bale, pero alamin lang.
One more. Let's go!
Pressure-packed moments here in set number 3, 21-22 in favor of the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. So far, Billy, in the past few sequences, CHERY Tiggo has made the adjustments on the attacks of Toring. So let's see how this will unfold.
1 point lead now for the Crossovers. But look at the Farm Fresh Foxies looking all charged up. Ooh, service ace.
Take a look at this replay, targeting Trisha in the back row on that one. Ace by Seth.
Only averaging 3.2 points per game here in our All-Filipino conference right now. She has 6. Has made such an impact also for her squad. Romero will go to Toring. Galang pushes it to the other side. De La Cruz soft touch, good cover. Easy over. Ooh, credit that
Crucial
to the defense here of the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers.
That was crucial. That dig coming from Louis, but right idea of going for Toring in that one. CHERY Tiggo set point.
Rodriguez has been playing well for Coach Norman Miguel. As we mentioned, 6 points for her. Ooh. However, that will sail outside for Rodriguez. Service error. Cut the lead down to 2.
We have a substitution, La Rosa, serving specialist.
Yep. Former lady spiker as well. Her team is down by 2. Vicar will find Shaya.
The CHERY Tiggo Crossovers having a finishing kick in set number 3. Their captain, Shaya, stepping up to the plate. Take a look at that, breaking that wall of the Farm Fresh Foxies.
Going for that cross court. We got Shaya Adorador. CHERY Tiggo takes this one from the Farm Fresh Foxies.
Player highlights, we got you covered. Subscribe now to the PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
And we have the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers redeeming themselves from that second set as they take the third here in our match, 25-22. Again in favor of the Crossovers. And take a look at some of our set number 3 highlights. Jamie, what can you say about that third set?
Well, for the Farm Fresh Foxies, they had a short run in set number 3, being activated by their setter, Louis Romero. They had a short run in that one, but the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers made those in-game adjustments. They were quick to adjust, and in terms of attacking, Abby Maranyo was there to pave the way. Set 3 stats here, 18 for the Farm Fresh Foxies, 17 for the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. The difference was the blocking from the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. They also had 2 aces, but they were able to end on a high note, and that is what they need if they want to win this game in 4 sets. As for the Farm Fresh Foxies, we saw a few glimpses of Trisha Tubu, Jolina De La Cruz stepping up to the plate, but when it comes to those crucial moments, they need to lean more on the wings and the middle blockers, because that forced the CHERY block to move even more.
That is absolutely correct, Jamie. As we have Ara Galang, we have been talking about her since the top of this coverage and how instrumental she's been here for CHERY Tiggo. What about Seth Rodriguez?
Yes.
Coming off the bench now with 6 points, and of course we can't forget Trisha Tubu, the main offensive option here for the Foxies, alongside Riza Cruz, who has been playing so well. A lot of these players stepping up for their teams. We got Eliza Bertolano. A while ago, we saw Cesc Robles. Here we go. Set number 4. We have the Crossovers ahead, 2-1. Remember, they just need one more win to enter the qualifying round. And Adorador said, let's get things started now.
Miscommunication early on in set number 4. Jolina De La Cruz able to get that down the line attack of Shaya.
CHERY Tiggo starting us off here in our 4th set. Romero goes to Bertolano, straight to the hands of Cesc Robles. Here comes Galang. That is off the block for Ara, a hit out.
Already with 16 points in this match, Galang, the veteran of the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers, paving the way. What a spot coming from her.
Ara Galang averaging 14 points per game here in our All-Filipino Conference. Has been so consistent here for Coach Norman Miguel. However, that will be a service error. Free point given to Farm Fresh. It's going to be a very crucial set number 4 here for the Farm Fresh Foxies if they want to keep their quarterfinals hopes alive. Bicar passes it to Adorador. Back set to Tubu. Another dunk from Trisha Tubu. That is her 20th point of our ball game.
20 big points coming from Trisha. Louis Romero maximizing Trisha before she heads to the service line. Right strategy, proper strategy coming from their setter.
A lot of power tips we're seeing here from Trisha Tubu. They're going to chase this one a little too late. Service ace for Riza de la Cruz. Cruz, rather. That is Jolina de la Cruz. We're both doing so well, too.
Yes.
Cruz will serve. Oh, that's a violation called on Abby Marañas. He turns this over to Sam Corrales. Go ahead, Sam.
Well, Eliza Bertolano and the Farm Fresh Foxies know that this is going to be a close game, especially with their quarterfinal hopes on the line. Now, kwento niya sa akin that they did practice for these long rallies and training. And in case you guys missed it, as I mentioned earlier, they had morning practice on a game day for the first time in order to get their system going. But even if Bert is trying to get over their heartbreak against Akari in their last game, wala daw choice today but lumaban. Sabi nga ni Coach Bok before the set started, the Foxies need more communication, call more plays, and keep the hustle going. Back to you, Billy and Jamie.
And hustle is going to be that right word here for the Farm Fresh Foxies. So far, so good here in the fourth set. They're up by 1 versus CHERY Tiggo. However, here comes Ara Galang serving for the red shirts. It's a good serve from Ara. A chance for CHERY Tiggo. 1-2 play is no good. Tubu waits for it. Back row attack. De la Cruz. Miscue for the red shirts. Romero to Tubu. Another one.
That is 21 big points for Trisha Tubu. And to think that she's had limited playing time because of her back, but she is good to go. The CHERY Tiggo Crossovers unable to solve this problem.
Dorador.
Is there a touch on that? Nope.
Nope. That sails outside too strong for Shaya, as Coach Norman will call a timeout.
Hindi na tayo nag-iisip ng maayos ngayon. Naintindihan? Simpleng miscommunication, no? Tara, sige lang. Focus lang. Balik lang sa focus uli. Naintindihan? Side out na kagad natin to, ha? Go!
Makinig. Oy, nag-adjust kami ng rotation para ikaw kumuha kay Tubo dito. Pagpalit kayo yung dalawa. Pag kayo nasa harap, ikaw kumuha kay Tubo, kaya kami nag-adjust, kaya namin nilapat, ha? Okay naman eh. Ngayon, gamitin mo yung mata mo. Dalawa kayo sination pa. Ilaban mo sa kinuto namin. Ilaban mo sa side.
Ilaban mo yan. Let's go. CHERY!
Complete concentration, focus is needed for the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. They are down by 3 points. That girl on your screen's already 21 points.
Adorador with a hit out. That is her 15th point of the match.
Good set coming from Alina Bicar. Showing lack of press in that one.
If I'm not mistaken, that is the highest output of Shaya here in our All-Filipino conference. Again, 15 points for her. Bertolano pushes it to the other side. Robles as well, but it is outside for Cess.
Robles a bit trapped in that sequence. Tried to go for that tip. She knew that the two blockers were already up.
It is 7 serving 4. That's a service ace for Bertolano. 9 points. And with that, Farm Fresh holding on to that lead, 8-4.
Na-miss niyo ba yung game namin? Kung na-miss niyo, subscribe na to our YouTube channel. Subscribe na!
We have the Farm Fresh Foxies holding on to the lead here in our fourth set, as we see Alia Torres of the Creamline Food Smashers in attendance, of course. Enjoying this match between the Foxies and the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. For those who just tuned in, CHERY Tiggo is up 2-1 in favor of the Foxies and 1 win away from barging into the quarterfinals. So if you're a Farm Fresh fan, you're crossing your fingers that they're able to overcome this fourth set. That is a service error for Eliza Bertolano.
Free point for the Crossovers. Lucky break.
The Capitana on deck to serve. Easy over here. Chance. They need a good swing. They go to Cess Robles. She delivers.
What an attack coming from Cess. Targeting zone 6. Beautiful set as well coming from Alina Bicar. Perfect receive from Galang. Block lead in that one.
2-point lead. Make that a 3-point lead for the Foxies. That is a service error. Chance point here for the Foxies care of Abby Maraño. Bicar finds Robles off the block.
Doing what she does best. Just getting a touch on that block. Nothing too fancy in that attack.
De La Cruz from the left is dug up by Nunag. They set up Robles again. Bicar this time to Galang.
After that technical timeout, the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers changing their outlook on this game. Combination play by Alina Bicar. More smiles coming from them.
Down to a 1-point advantage here for Farm Fresh. Here comes Trisha Tubu. Robles again dropping bombs, but nothing yet. De La Cruz, good cover. Great defense being shown here. Hustle plays by Farm Fresh. Galang with a soft touch. Wow, take a look at Jack Janelle, however, turns her back and nobody there to send the ball over.
Scrappy plays. Offense outsmarting the defense, but no pickup on that third contact. That's a wasted opportunity for the Farm Fresh Foxies. A timeout, Farm Fresh.
Diba? Kung hindi nyo makukuha, di magsalita lang. Para alam kung may tao o wala. Kasi kailangan may atake eh. Walang kukuha. Paano na? Okay? Isang pasa tayo. Let's go.
Malayo pa lang. Pasa. Patience ha, patience. Sige lang.
That is her 10th point of the ball game. They bumped this one to Cess Robles. Way too strong for Farm Fresh.
That's 8 points for Cess. Another lethal attacker. This time coming from the right pin. Too strong to contain.
We're tied 10-all here in the fourth. Service error for Robles. And the errors here seemingly piling up for both these teams, actually, Jamie.
Coach Norman Miguel not too happy with what he's seeing. I think that's also because he knows the capabilities of his squad. He sees them in training. How you train is reflected in how you play.
That's right, and he saw it also in that third set, in the first set as well. Bertalano. Blair called this one outside. Coach Benson motioning for a challenge. They're going to say this is ball in. Remember, first referee called it outside. Even Coach Norman, who was right in front of the ball when it happened, said it was outside. But it will be a challenge here for the Farm Fresh Foxies and Coach Benson Bokbok. Thank you for joining us on the Filipinas Live app, One Sports, One Sports Plus, as we take a look. Clearly outside.
Right idea of Elisa going for that down the line. But the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers slowly picking up momentum in this set.
So point remains here for the Crossovers. Little too tight. Ooh, Riza Cruz makes do with a one-hand set from Louis Romero.
No, the receive was a bit too tight, but take a look at that. A jump set before the ball reaches the net. That is a sign of a good setter. Louis Romero setting up her middle blockers. That's Riza Cruz. Touch.
And a lucky service ace there for Riza Cruz. Adorador not too happy about that as she quickly apologizes to her teammates with a strong reaction as well. 2-point lead for Farm Fresh.
Good receive.
Good pass. Here comes Galang.
Good efforts from the Farm Fresh Foxies. We've seen this play multiple times in this match. So far, it's been working well for CHERY Tiggo.
Just a 1-point push here for Farm Fresh. CHERY Tiggo has a chance to tie this game again. They go to Tubu. Same thing goes for Trisha Tubu. Why fix what's not broken in the first place?
That's already 22 big points. Take a look at that.
She's merely just directing the ball where she wants it to go. Back to a 2-point advantage. Maraño, the side attack. Quick one. Good cover. Ooh. Point for CHERY Tiggo.
So far, so good for the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. The other players enjoying themselves in this match.
.13 serving 14. Romero goes to Trisha Tubu. That is outside. Miscalculates the angle there.
Yes. No, she was actually telling Louis Romero just now to actually set the back row attack just in the air. No need to push it out too much because after all, she is a lefty.
Bertolano is denied. And again, no cover here for Farm Fresh. As Coach Benson has had enough, he will call the timeout.
Overload dito eh. Dito. Kaso minsan wala na sa tempo. Naiipit tayo dito, lahat sila nandito na. So ma-open to, pero dito ang dala. Nakuha. Boom. Okay? So, hintayin mo lang yung bola doon.
Sige lang. Salamat. Natin naputuloy. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Tara. Go lang. Tara, let's go. Enjoy. Listen.
And nobody there for the Farm Fresh Foxies. And I feel like, Jamie, what we're seeing here from Farm Fresh, this has happened multiple times. It's a lot of miscommunication happening on their end.
You know, and while they are making errors, the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers are taking advantage of those errors, and at the same time, they are earning their points. I mean, although CHERY Tiggo is up by 1 point, they are slowly gaining their momentum here. But Toring,
Every time, right, Jay? CHERY Tiggo's in the lead. Farm Fresh, they always have some sort of answer.
just avoiding that block of Cess. This is what happened in set number 3.
Right now, 4 Foxies in double digits here in our match. Robles challenging the blockers. Great coverage from the Foxies. The red shirts have it. Robles again. De La Cruz. Robles tries for the 3rd time. Still nothing for her. Toring. They're asking for space. Robles again.
Goodness.
Bertolano from the back. Straight to the hands of Aragalang. Still Cess. Blocked. Miscue for CHERY Tiggo. Bertolano dug up. Joust at the net. One by the Crossovers.
Alina Bekar finishing it off. That long rally on that joust.
We will take a little bit of a break. We'll be right back.
Bitin na kaya sa games? Watch all the replays at PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
Back here at the Phil Sports Arena, we have the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers versus the Farm Fresh Foxies. Billy Capistrano with Jamie La Victoria, and of course we got Sam Corrales delivering the latest news from the sidelines. And Risa Sato, not seen her again in this game, but enjoying as the match. Her teammates putting up a good fight. And we can say the same exact thing about the Farm Fresh Foxies. As I mentioned a while back, we got 4 Foxies in double digits. Shaya Adorador for CHERY Tiggo now with 15 points of her own. If I'm not mistaken, highest output for her this whole All-Filipino conference. Ooh, we have Brad on the court. Rachel Andakis, Queen Tamarao. Toring. And a lucky point for Toring.
Already with 12 points, Louis Romero knows that she has been lethal in the middle. Great spot in that defense, targeting Abby Maranyo.
7 deadlocks now in the 4th set. Robles will try, and she is successful in the attack.
Robles now in double digits in this match. When they need that side out, they do lean to Cess Robles. A lot of options for Alina Bekar in this match.
We got 3 players from CHERY Tiggo in double digits.
That's too low.
Great block.
Set was too low from Louis to Riza Cruz.
Easy pickings there for Cess Robles. Well read. They go to Dakis. She is denied. And she tells her teammates, don't let it affect you. We're good.
Perfect block on the veteran Rad.
"19 serving 16. Bertolano. Back set to Tubu. Romero will go to Dakis. Gets her first point of the ball game.
You know, not just in the scoring department here, but Rad will have that veteran presence that this young team needs as they are down in this match.
It is a very young Farm Fresh Foxies team as well. Robles. That's a no-go.
Dakis on a roll. Instant impact.
Just look at her kind of gathering her teammates together.
Being a leader.
Encouraging that run. Rodriguez.
Said it's too low.
Couple of miscues here for CHERY Tiggo. Says Robles gets point number 12.
We are in the 20 mark here for the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. Bump set coming from Verde Flor, but take a look at that location of the attack of Cesc Robles. No defense found for the Farm Fresh Foxies. Robles up to serve. Ooh, crucial point. A serve coming from Cesc. They're just 4 points away of getting that ticket to the quarterfinals.
Dakis with 3 points already. She has been on fire the moment she stepped on the court for Coach Benson. 19 serving 21. Adorador sent back. Galang, soft touch. Tubu. Rodriguez. Money.
Already with 8 points, Seth Rodriguez. Very focused, very alert. Alina Bakar going for that 8 quick attack on Seth. No block found, solo block, Riza Cruz.
Very crucial here for the Farm Fresh Foxies. They're down by 3 points versus CHERY Tiggo. Cruz is dug up. They go to Adorador.
There's a touch on that one. Elisa admitting to that one. CHERY Tiggo just down, up by, need 2 more points.
But they're gonna be asking for a challenge here. They're saying no block touch on the attack. Now we will see how things will pan out here for the Farm Fresh Foxies. For those who just tuned in, CHERY Tiggo leading in this game 2-1.
That is a touch.
Clearly, yes, the point will remain with the crossovers. And I did know that Bertolano, you said, admitted that there was a block touch on that. So no more challenges for Farm Fresh. It is 23 serving 19. Romero to Tubu. Denied. They go to Bertolano. Dug up by Robles. They find Galang from the left pin. Overshoots that one.
She was a bit frustrated with her attack. Right idea of targeting the long ball attack in zone 6.
It's a 3-point ball game here in the 4th set. Riza Cruz, 12 points off 9 attacks and 3 aces. She will serve. Bekar will choose Galang. Bump set to Tubu. Shaya. And a couple of attack errors plaguing now the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. But there will be a challenge.
That is the attack of Shaya.
They're gonna call this ball in. But they'll take all the chances that they can get here. Talking about CHERY Tiggo, they're inching closer to finishing this game. If you're a Farm Fresh fan, you're hoping that things turn around for this team that is clearly outside. Maybe it's a strategy for them to be able to kind of regroup. Yes. Unsuccessful challenge for Coach Norman Miguel and the rest of the Crossovers. Two-point advantage for CHERY Tiggo. Bekar will go to Adorador. They need a good swing. They give this one to Tubu with a push. And absolutely no cover for Farm Fresh.
Take a look at this replay here. Clearly inside. No support on the attack of Trisha.
Miscommunication for the Farm Fresh Foxies. We have Jasmine Abor checking in again. She's had a lot of time to rest. She will serve. Match point, CHERY Tiggo. It's still alive. A chance here for the Crossovers to finish this match. And they go to Abby Maraño. Nothing yet. Hustle plays. It's still alive. Nabor will find Adorador. Off the block. And the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers will win this match versus the Farm Fresh Foxies, which means they will be heading into the quarterfinals. What a game for this squad. Look at this last play. Shaya Adorador with 18 points using the hands of the blockers, the arms of the blockers. Beautiful play from her. We'll be right back to wrap things up. And with that, the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers will be barging into the quarterfinals to meet the Cream Line Crew Smashers. Our set scores 29-27, 25-15, 25-22, 25-21. As we turn this one over to Sam Corrales with our best.
Joining me now is our player of the game. We have the reliable veteran from the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers, of course, Ara Galang, putting up 20 points off 16 attacks, 3 blocks, and an ace. First of all, Ara, congratulations. Nabook niyo na yung ticket ninyo to the quarterfinals. And ang mga emosyon mo ngayong moment na ito?
Masaya kasi nakapasok kaming quarterfinals pero hindi pa doon nagtatapos. Siyempre, kailangan pa namin mag-trabaho na mabuti and kailangan pa namin manalo.
A lot of teamwork here today. Ayan, you have the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers here. Yung first set na yon, it was a very long set, extended set. Tapos medyo nawala yung momentum ninyo on the second set. Paano kayo naka-bounce back?
Siguro pare-pareho lang kami mindset eh. Hindi pwedeng matalo. Although nagka-set back kami ng second set, kailangan, syempre panibagong set naman na yung third and fourth. Hindi pa naman natatapos doon. So kailangan lang namin bumalik and thankfully, ayun naman.
Na-mention mo nga, Ara, na hindi pa tapos yung laban. Up next for you are the Cream 9 Cool Smashers. You've got another series coming up. Ano ang mga matututunan mo from, this experience that can help you doon sa next assignment ninyo?
Siguro yung mas mag-gel, mag-work pa kami together. And yun lang po.
Do you have any message for your family, friends, your teammates, and supporters of the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers? Ara, it's your time to shine.
Maraming salamat po sa sumusuporta sa amin sa CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. Maraming salamat po sa management namin, Ma'am Ada, Sir Romel, and sa family ko sa Pampanga, sa Salas, Galang, and sa mama ko sa London, and sa Amutan family.
And there you have it. The CHERY Tiggo Crossovers are off to the road to the quarterfinals. Back to you, Billy and Jamie.
Thank you so much for that, Sam. And of course, congratulations to Ara Galang and the rest of the CHERY Tiggo Crossovers. But we have a couple of games left. Here we have the Zeus Coffee Thunderbelts taking on the Signal HD Spikers. That is going to be another very interesting match here for our Tuesday doubleheader. Now for One Sports, my partner Jamie La Victoria, Sam Corrales, Nick Earnshaw, the men and women behind this production. I'm Billy Capistrano, and this has been the 2025 PVL All-Filipino Conference.